맛집 시카고. 오늘은 연말연시에 중요하고 소중한 사람에게 식사 대접하기 좋은 고급 식당을 소개하겠습니다. 많은 요리 전문 매체를 통해 북미 최고의 태국 식당으로 평가받고 있는 레스토랑 아룬스를 뉴스 매거진이 6년 만에 다시 찾았습니다. 이번엔 다이앤강 리포터가 셰프에게서 조리법과 푸드 스타일링을 직접 배우고 또 다양한 새 메뉴들을 맛봤습니다. 자, 새롭고 이국적인 맛의 세계로 함께 떠나시죠.
In the unexpected neighborhood of Albany Park sits a diamond in the rough. Despite the exterior design reminiscent of a Thai temple, Arun's is a world-class dining destination, earning the highest accolades within the restaurant industry. Upon my entrance, I was greeted with a highly hospitable host, the owner of the restaurant, Arun Sampanthavivat. Your restaurant is so beautiful. The pictures are stunning.
Well, thank you. Welcome to Arun's.
Entering the restaurant, my senses were immediately stimulated by the compelling decor. Religious figurines were present in nearly every corner, and the walls were filled with intricately designed paintings of sacrosanct battles. So walking into the restaurant, one of the first things I notice is this beautifully decorated space. Could you just tell me a little bit about the design and how it came to be?
The design here in this restaurant, I came up with the idea that we want to do the fine dining restaurant. Therefore, I want to bring the very fine elements of the classical decoration to represent the Thai culture. So this will be part of everything together. In other words, the ambience would be, as I think, part of the food. And the ambience, food and service, they have to be compatible. In other words, when you do a fine dining restaurant, bringing the classical or traditional food that in the finest sense, then the environment or the atmosphere must be, in the same level. Behind you here or around you here is a 3-walled mural painting done by my brother. He's an artist who painted all this picture, actually, not just the mural here, but all the painting that you see in the restaurant here. All characters are drawn from Thai literature, religious story, legend, and all of that.
Best idea, I think, from Arun start, you want have some painting in here in Thai classic, I've been painting small pictures to send here for a long time. Even I stay in Thailand at that time.
This mural painting, it will give you a blessing. We believe in that because this is drawn from one particular sacred kind of mantra in Buddhist teaching.
Born 30 years ago, the restaurant continues to thrive, even with the foundation of adversity.
I loaned money to other people to open a small restaurant, and then they back out. And then I had to take over. So that very moment, that means I started from zero experience. Then when I took over, then I started to think quickly of how I'm going to do to make sure that the business can stay put without any cooking experience. And I started to sketch a picture which I know best. Then making a whole, like a diagram of food, each particular dish and all of that, and I would have everything in detail on the paper, that a whole composition should be consists of this and that, So I just follow my own kind of a blueprint.
Wow.
So that's how it started. It's very weird, but it's that's what actually when it was,
Arun's cuisine is highly traditional, but the root of his successful business is in his passion and innovation behind every plate that is served. So now that we're in your kitchen, what are we going to be making?
Well, I think, it would be best today for you to try the green curry.
Okay.
You know, simple but very elegant, very, the food, the dish that has complexity. The foundation of all the green curry here. Lemongrass, green chili pepper, you see two kinds. The Thai chili peppers and also jalapeno. You can see garlic, loads of garlic here. Okay, shallot, kalanga, which is Thai ginger, turmeric, and cilantro, and also kaffir rind.
The Genkao-wan, also known as the green curry, is a Thai staple, using a motley of fresh herbs, spices, and peppers.
Basically, Thai curry is not like Indian. So when we call in Thai curry, but it means not the curry powder, but it means herbs, a mixture of herbs. Okay. Wonderful, right?
Wonderful.
A little bit more.
Absolutely. It's delightful, splendid. Oh,
And bright,
it's just
right?
not that bad, is it? Oh, thank you. From a goldfish made from a carrot to a flower made from a tomato peel, one of the ways they make their dishes shine are with their carved vegetables.
Go there and you go to the next one and the next one.
Okay,
next
got
one.
it.
And you have to have a feeling with this, feeling.
Yours looks amazing. I'm just gonna copy you.
Yeah, copy. Okay.
This is mine, and this is his. I tried.
You do this.
As I attempted to carve one, I realized just how much versatility it takes to handcraft one piece of garnish and respected the art just that much more. Just like everything else, Arun made certain that everything, including the flow of the meal, were executed in a manner that made sense to your palate. He describes it as a symphony, and I can't say I disagree.
I call it chef design menu. Chef design menu, that means I'm going to serve maybe 10 to 12 courses of dinner there. So that every single course there, it's carefully thought through. That means you develop from the very delicate flavor going up one by one with more intensity or richer in flavor, texture or form or whatever. So, then I try to make sure that the whole meal there is like a symphony that has different movement. Okay? So, each movement can go slowly and you go up to better and better and better, and then finally you go to the finale with dessert. You move down again to sort of soothing down or something like that. So that's what I see in the whole progression of meal.
We started off with a dish I helped make, which was the kanum kruk. I'm not sure if it was my participation in creating it, but it was delightful. Wow, this looks great. I can't believe that I was able to help make this.
Yes, you were indeed a very, very good helper.
Really?
You did very well. As you can see here. Okay, you scoop it up.
Okay.
In your spoon here.
Okay. And
And then one bite.
just one bite? Okay.
One bite. There's the texture and the flavor talks.
Yeah, the texture is like chewy. The flavor is savory, and there's a little bit of the sweet from the corn as well. The scallions on top also really kind of balance it as well. Yeah, it's like the whole contrast in
It's a kind
flavors.
of delicate kind of food. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The miangkum was a bite-sized salad of bliss, and the mi kati satisfied my eyes with the shapes and color before I could even take a bite.
You can see these are coconut noodles, dyed pink from beet, and then it has the sauce here. It's made from tofu and also shrimp with the fermented black beans in coconut milk. For myself, I like it hot, so you sprinkle like that, okay? And then put the sauce over. Roll it one bite at a time. Here, look, like that. Is that good? You toss it well, and then meanwhile you can bite on the shrimp as well.
So this time it looks like a family-style meal. Can you tell us about the progression from single to shared plates?
Yeah, at the beginning we have like a degustation, as I said, serve one at a time individually. And second part, although it's not a complete, family style yet, but at least you enjoy two different things simultaneously, okay? One is a curry that we cooked earlier, which is a green curry, chicken green curry. Another one is also another chicken dish. It's very popular. It's a street food that you find everywhere. Thai people, the most favorite of Thai, chicken basil, stir fry, chopped chicken, stir fry with garlic and also basil leaves. Okay, very plain, but the flavor is booming.
The geng kao wan and gai kra biao, both packed with strong savory flavors, paired with a starchy base.
Amazing.
Even the fried egg was exciting in its presentation, comparable to that of a bird's nest. Dish after dish, everything was beautifully executed. From the bold contrastive flavors to the variation in texture to the aesthetic appeal. But my favorite dish, above all, was the porpilla, Arun's take on a spring roll. This dish had a perfect harmony of flavors, from the tart yet sweet tamarind sauce to the acidity from the pickled jalapeno. The different layers and depth within a single spring roll were captivating, ultimately leaving you wanting more.
Try to do my best each day, and each dish.
When speaking to Arun, you get the sense that he's a true innovator. He holds himself to a high standard in his execution.
So what do you value the most in a dish? Like, what makes a dish perfect in your opinion?
Consists of 5 elements that you have to consider. Number 1, it got to have good flavor. That's number 1. Or this is sweet and sour, or this is hot, or whatever, it doesn't matter. But the flavor that works together in your palate, on your mouth there, that you know this tastes good. That almost to the point that you may have some craving later on. Number 2, good food must have good texture. When you bite, you have to know this is chewy, this is soft, this is crispy, or whatever. That's about texture. It's so very important. This is fresh. When you bite, you feel it on your tongue there, on your teeth even.
Yeah.
Okay, so that texture, second important thing. Third thing would be form or presentation.
Okay.
It got to be, it got to please your eyes, right?
Right.
When you look at it, oh my gosh, it's enticing, make you want to eat, or you're just stunned by the look of the exquisite food. Presentation can draw before it came to your mouth, can attract you with that attention. Number 4, I think in your culture, I think you are very particularly concerned about that, is temperature. When it's hot, it got to be hot with temperature, or room temperature, or cold. It got to be appropriately done that way. Number 5, this may be not the most important, but if you have, it can draw your craving, your cravingness, whatever, that's aroma. The smell of herbs, the smell of wine or whatever in certain cooking, You know, when it's cooked, oh, you can feel this type of kimchi tastes this way because you detect the smell that way. Yeah. So 5 elements here you keep in mind. If you have it all in whatever meal, that means you are bringing a good food on the table.
Wow. And you consider this in all of your dishes?
Exactly. Wow. So, you know, if not in one dish, at least some other courses has to come and to reinforce that. So you know, throughout the meal, you have 5 elements completely. Okay? That's at least what I believe.
I really feel like I had the ultimate Thai experience here at Arun's restaurant. I can't believe I was able to experience so much complexity in the dishes for a cuisine that's known for being relatively simple. And while I was talking to Arun, I felt like I was really speaking to an artist that's constantly pushing boundaries and refining his craft. And when he spoke of the 5 elements that make a dish really great, I felt that come out in every single dish. It was really amazing. So Arun, I just wanted to say thank you for such an outstanding meal at your beautiful restaurant today.
Well, anytime. And, you know, I hope you enjoy everything, as you said. And if you have any question on food or anything, you can always call me and ask me, okay?
Right. So if you guys have any questions at all or want to book a reservation here at Arun's Thai restaurant, you can email him at arunsthai1@gmail.com. And I would like to say thank you in Thai, Khap Khun Kha.
Yindi krap.
And we can go full circle and I'll say goodbye. Sadika.
Sawasdee krap.
Thank you so much, Arun.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
즐겁고 유익한 뉴스 매거진 매주 월수금 밤 10시 여러분과 함께합니다. 시카고의 시사 문화 프로그램 뉴스 매거진 많이 사랑해주세요.